Dogworks Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dogworks. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com.
Start your day tomorrow with The Daily Dog with Michele Forto, the morning podcast on Dogworks Radio. Apple Podcast reviewer Patty Christensen calls it funny, smart, and filled with all the info I want to know about dogs. I love this show. Wake up with The Daily Dog. Available on Dogworks Radio on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your shows.
From Dogworks Radio, sponsored by Alaska Dogworks, professional dog training in Anchorage, Alaska. This is the Team Ineka podcast. On the show, we tell stories from the trail, race recaps, and of course, stories about our dogs. Visit our website at teamineka.com. Now, here are your hosts, Robert and Michele Forto.
Hello and welcome to the Team Ineka podcast. Today we're profiling musher and kennel manager Michele Forto. She was born and raised in the San Joaquin Valley in California, surrounded by fields of cotton and orchards of almond trees. Her father raised beef cattle and pigs, and she enjoyed riding her horses. Michele had the same dreams as most little girls. She would grow up and become a veterinarian and spend her days amongst the animals she so adored. But life got in the way, and as we all are aware, dreams and paths change. Michele married her high school sweetheart and they started a family in the 90s. In 1999, her little life would change again. Her husband of 11 years would succumb to a motorcycle accident, and she and her young children would be set on an adventure none of us could have imagined. In 1994, Michele purchased her first Nordic breed, an Alaskan Malamute, that they would later discover was actually half wolf. Toby was a fantastic dog, taking care of the boys and protecting little Nicole. In the autumn of 1999, Michele was drawn to learning just as much as she could about weight pulling with Toby and now Tasha, a full-blooded Mallee. This is when her paths crossed Robert, and he introduced her to a world that she only thought existed in Disney movies that her kids watched. Michele thought he was crazy, adventurous, and definitely passionate about sled dogs. They were and are everything to him, the one constant thing in his life that has never judged or turned away from him. We will learn more about Michele and her path to becoming a dog musher right after this break.
Team Ineka and Robert Forto are training for the Iditarod and are looking for corporate and individual sponsors to help chase this dream. Running the race is the easy part. Proper year-round care can cost upwards of $30,000. From feeding, vet care, travel to races, and more, we give the dogs the best. There are several sponsorship levels to choose from. Check out our website at teamineka.com. We will see you on the trail. Mosh, you Huskies! Gee-haw!
Robert quickly took to the kids that were 2, 5, and 7, and the adventures began. Robert taught Michele how to care for a kennel of 40 Siberian Huskies, how to give basic sled dog care, minor first aid, and what exactly is a gang line. She learned that the dogs can do more than pull her kids in their wagon on their little hill sleds. Robert, at that time, was a mid-distance musher by lower 48 standards. He switched to sprint mushing with her and the kids in Colorado so they could participate in. Robert and Michele were training teams on an old Ridston-style cart they got from an old-school musher named Frank Hall on the dirt roads in the mountains of Colorado in the fall, and then in the ski resort town of Winter Park, Colorado in the winter. They participated in races all over Colorado, Wyoming, and South Dakota. Eventually, the dream would bring us to Alaska. Our kennel is young, and our kids are now adults. We have big plans in the works, including an expedition that will combine mushing, snow machining, and fat biking with some of Alaska's emerging outdoor leaders. When Michele isn't working with the sled dogs, she is the lead trainer at Alaska Dogworks, where she trains dogs in basic obedience and therapy. She also trains service dogs for clients all over the country in a program that she calls the Lead Dog Service Dog Program, after, you guessed it, the lead dog on a mushing team. Michele can be reached on social media. Just search for her name, Michele Forto. Stop by and say hi. We hope you enjoyed learning about one of our mushers on Team Ineka. We'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.
If you like our podcast, there are a few things you can do. You can take a couple of minutes and go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also check out all of our DogWorks Radio sponsors and promotions in our show notes. Another thing you can do is go over to Facebook, like our Facebook page, and one last thing, please tell all of your friends by spreading the word about DogWorks Radio. Thank you so much for listening to us. We really appreciate you.
DogWorks Radio is produced by Robert Forto. Logo art by Angry Squirrel Studios. DogWorks Radio is produced in conjunction with KVRF 89.7 in Palmer, Alaska.
For dog training advice, you can contact Alaska DogWorks at 907-841-1686 or visit their website at alaskadogworks.com. If you have a show idea or would like to be a guest, please contact us by sending an email to live@dogworksradio.com.